Good morning. We're gonna make, you can't believe, or you're kidding me, what did we call them? You're kidding me easy omelets today, which is on your week 3 menu. And it really works, and it's the funnest thing. You guys are gonna have a great time with this. So we're gonna start by labeling our bags. I labeled this Paul's bag and this Carolyn's bag. And if you wanna have a party, an omelet party, you can do that, but make sure you label your bags with a marker that's, what's that called?
Permanent?
Permanent marker, thank you. So that it doesn't come off in the water, because this is going to go in boiling water. You must use a quart size freezer heavy duty Ziploc bag. Don't use anything less than that, and don't use anything bigger or smaller. It has to be this size, okay? Because we're not going to fill this up. It's not going to be crazy. But don't do a smaller bag, and don't do anything not a Ziploc that's a freezer. So it has to be heavy duty. So we're going to go ahead today, we're going to make a 3-unit omelet for me first. So I'm going to get my eggs, and I'm literally going to crack 1 whole egg right into my bag. So I'm just going to open it. I'm just going to do it in the bag and then discard the shell after. There's my whole egg. And then I'm going to do 2 egg whites. And separate it right in the bag. Okay. Get rid of my yolks. We only want to do 1 whole egg. We don't want to do 2 whole eggs because we don't want all the saturated fat in that yolk. And then we're going to dump it like that. Okay? So I'm going to get rid of my yolk real quick. Perfect. Now I have my food scale out because I also want to be able to weigh my cheese. So I keep my food scale on the counter with me. I told you that you could have 1 ounce of cheese. I'm literally going to put the cheese in my bag with my eggs. So I'm going to weigh that out. I think I told you you could do a 3-finger pinch. This is a 4-finger pinch, so let's get rid of a little bit of that. This is really a 3-finger pinch. Actually, I don't even need to weigh it because we're cool. I'm just going to dump it on in there. And then I think I have a few vegetables that I want. I want to chop up a few. What's the quickest thing that we have in our kitchen these days? And that's the little veggie chopper. I think I want a little asparagus, just a little bit. Take a few little sprigs of that, put it in my chopper. I want a little zucchini. Maybe 2 inches of zucchini will do it for me. Put it in my chopper. A couple mushrooms. Anything you have in your kitchen, in your refrigerator, however you want to make your omelet, make it your omelet. And this is just mine. We'll let Paul put his together. He can decide what he wants in his. I'm going to seed my tomato because I don't like the seeds in my omelet. I'm just going to stick it in there. I already have my peppers chopped up from a previous use. And then I'm going to do a little bit of onion. I am not going to pre-cook my vegetables. It's not necessary because I'm just using a little tiny bit. Just like if you were going to have an omelet, you wouldn't pre-cook your vegetables. Sticking it in my chopper. Give it a couple pulls. Here's my omelet right here. I'm going to toss that into my bag. I'm going to get my Morton's Nature Seasoning. Put a few shakes of that in there. Depends on how much you like. If you don't like it at all, don't add it. And here's a few peppers. I'm going to zip it up. I'm going to mix it up. And make sure that it's really incorporated. Everything is all incorporated into the egg mixture. We don't want to do more egg than it's called for because it won't cook properly. So that omelet's ready to go. And we'll do Paul's. What do you want to use?
A lot of egg whites, a lot of cheese, a little salsa, a couple different kinds. Do you have more than 1 kind of cheese?
This is a shredded Mexican blend. It's cheddar and jack cheese together.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, because Paul needs more egg than we do, as a 3-unit, I'm actually going to make him, well, if I felt like making it, I would make 2 2-unit omelets, as it says on your directions. Don't try to make a 4-unit omelet because that would be too many eggs in the one little bag and it wouldn't cook well. Okay, so there's that. I'm sorry, so you said cheese?
Cheese, salsa, bacon bits.
Cheese, there's my 3-finger pinch. Here's some bacon bits, just a little bit, nothing's gonna hurt.
Maybe some peppers.
And some peppers. Good, I'm gonna use a spoon for the salsa. The salsa could be added after if you want. It just depends if you want it warm or not. Good?
Perfect.
Little shakes of
Oh yes.
little Morton's Nature Seasoning. Low sodium, which is what we're after right now. And then we're going to incorporate it. Now, meanwhile, my pot over here has been boiling water, and it's just about ready for us. It actually is, it's not quite a rolling boil, which would be a lot of bubbles. It's just, you can see that the steam's coming off of it and bubbles are incorporating at the bottom. You want a pretty heavy gauge pot though, and you want it so that it's at least 3/4 full of water. So Paul's omelet, make sure those yolks are mixed in, and Carolyn's omelet. I'm just going to take them and I'm going to put them in the pot of boiling water. You want to make sure that they don't touch the sides, so you just kind of fold them onto one another. I think you could do about probably 4 little omelets at one time together. So I'm sticking them in the water. I'm going to go and get ready for work, and I'm going to come back here in about 13 to 15 minutes and we'll revisit these omelets and see what they look like. Alright, so it's been about 13 minutes and we're going to check our omelets. While I was cleaning everything up after I got ready for work, I came back out and put everything away. I chopped up the rest of my vegetables. So if I want to make the same omelet again later, it'd be so quick. There's none of those other steps. You can do this anytime you want, have vegetables ready for you to go. I had a lot of stuff already out. I picked up a few more things this morning so I could have it for us, so I could demonstrate some other options. But anything you want to put in your omelet, even if it's just cheese, that's cool. Do whatever you want. I did kind of not say something that I think is important. When I close the bag, I really want to make sure that you seal it and get all the air out. So you really want to press it. I did it, but I didn't say it, so I want to make sure that I really got that point across, because we don't want any air in there. Because of the heat, it will create a little bit of air on its own, and I don't want you to have extra air in there where the bag might blow up. So this is just my vegetables for tomorrow. Paul and I were talking, this would be a great thing to do if you were going camping. You could assemble a bunch of them the night before you leave, keep them in your cooler or refrigerator, and then while you're there, you could boil them. Excuse me. Modern technology. Alright, so I'm going to take mine out first, just so you can see it. You're going to pull it out. It's not hot. You're going to be perfectly fine. I'm going to set it on my plate. You're going to cut off the top half. Now remember, steam, we don't want it to escape and burn you. So kind of hold a little above and a little below and let that steam escape without burning your hands. You're going to put it right on your plate, and you're simply going to roll out your little omelet, and it's just ready to go. I think that probably could have cooked a little longer, maybe another half a minute. Let's check Paul's. He doesn't have as many vegetables. His is definitely ready to go. Mine was like a little runny. I probably should have paid a little bit better attention to it before I pulled it out. Cut off the top half, let the steam escape carefully, and I just rolled it right on out. So it's just the perfect little thing. I mean, come on, that's so easy. That's it. Now he wanted a little more, and he needs a little more, so we actually assembled him just an egg white one with a little bit of cheese after the fact. And actually it's done. It took a little less time. It looked like it took about maybe maybe 2 minutes less, so maybe about 10 minutes if you're just doing egg whites. Roll it out onto his plate. He added just a little cheese to it and a little bacon bits. Ooh, the egg whites don't come out as good. Good to know. Yeah, don't do all egg whites, just like I told you on the directions. Doesn't work. All right, sorry, Paul. Okay, so I have you having your little omelet and a small bowl of oatmeal. I already made the oatmeal earlier in the morning so that I had a huge pot. So in the morning it was really quick for me to put it in my bowl. I'm going to mic it. I'm going to have my omelet, and here's my meal. It's the perfect little easy, you're kidding me omelet meal. All right, enjoy. Have fun with it.